7 Habits of a High-Value Woman. Transform your life in 2025. Picture this. You walk into any room and heads turn. You walk into any situation and people listen. You speak and others act. But what if I told you it's not your looks, your luck, or your connections that get you there? It's the habits you practice every single day that shape your reality. 7 habits to be exact. These are the habits of high-value women. The women who are transforming their lives, their careers, and their relationships right now. In this video, I'm going to share the 7 habits of a high-value woman that will change your life in 2025. 1. Prioritize self-care and set boundaries. You know what's often overlooked by the high achievers around us? Self-care. High-value women are not the ones sacrificing their health, their time, or their energy for everyone else. They prioritize self-care and boundaries. Without them, there's no success. Without them, there's burnout. Oprah Winfrey, the epitome of high value, once said, "You don't become what you want, you become what you believe. It's time to believe in your worth." High-value women show up for themselves before they show up for anyone else. When you prioritize your health, peace, and boundaries, everything else falls into place. Think about it. If you're constantly drained, overworked, and overwhelmed, how much of your potential are you really tapping into? A high-value woman understands that self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. High-value women don't just talk about boundaries, they live them. They know that boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are simply the guidelines for what they will and won't accept in their lives. Oprah's commitment to setting healthy boundaries allowed her to grow a global empire and still stay grounded. What this habit looks like. 1. Morning rituals. High-value women begin their day with intention. This isn't just about setting goals. It's about setting the tone for how the day will unfold. They begin with clarity, deciding who they need to be to move forward. Actionable tip. Start each morning with a 1-minute intention-setting session. Write down how you want to feel today. What outcome do you want to create? For example, today I will stay calm and collected in every meeting. This sets a clear intention for your day. 2. Setting boundaries. One of the hardest things for high-achieving women is learning to say no without feeling guilty. The truth is, boundaries are your protection against being overwhelmed. They're your first defense in maintaining your peace. Actionable tip. Start practicing saying no with grace. If someone asks you to do something that drains you or takes you off course, simply say, "I'd love to, but I have other commitments at this time." Setting boundaries with grace is a skill every high-value woman masters. When was the last time you said no to something that drained your energy? Or said yes to something that empowered you? It's time to build your self-worth. Habit. 2. Financial sovereignty. If you look at some of the most successful high-value women, Melinda Gates is a prime example, they understand that financial independence is freedom. Melinda Gates believes that when women control their resources, they not only elevate themselves, but their entire community. It's about taking control of your financial life, not just for luxury, but for security, opportunity, and legacy. Why it matters? Financial sovereignty gives you the freedom to make decisions based on what you truly desire, not what you're being forced into. You can invest in your growth, travel the world, and create opportunities for others when you are in control of your finances. Women who understand money are women who control their futures. A high-value woman doesn't rely on anyone to finance her goals. She earns what she deserves, keeps what she earns, and grows it. She understands that wealth isn't just about having money, it's about controlling your destiny. What this habit looks like. 1. Creating financial independence. You don't have to be a millionaire to achieve financial sovereignty. You just need to take responsibility for your financial decisions. Start by tracking your spending, setting a budget, and saving consistently. Actionable tip. Create a savings system. Set up a separate account just for savings and automate deposits. Even if it's just 5% of your monthly income, the habit of consistently saving will change your life. 2. Investing in your future. High-value women are always thinking ahead. They invest in stocks, real estate, and other assets that grow over time. Actionable tip. If you don't know where to start, begin by opening a Roth IRA or 401k. Make sure to set up a budget for investing that fits into your monthly finances. You don't need a lot to start, just a commitment. How many of us are truly in control of our money and time? Can you say your finances reflect your value? Habit number 3. Emotional intelligence under pressure. Oprah Winfrey's life has been a testament to the power of emotional intelligence, EI. She doesn't react, she responds. She has faced public scrutiny, personal hardships, and difficult situations, but what sets her apart is how she responds under pressure. Why it matters. Emotional intelligence allows high-value women to maintain control and clarity in high-stress situations. Instead of allowing anger, frustration, or stress to dictate their actions, they use their emotions to make better decisions. A high-value woman is always in control of her emotions, not the other way around. She uses empathy to understand others and self-awareness to understand herself. What this habit looks like: 1. Emotional control. A high-value woman knows when to pause before speaking, especially in emotionally charged moments. She listens first, then responds with clarity. Actionable tip: implement a 3-breath rule before responding in tense situations. This simple pause can change the course of a conversation and help you make more measured decisions. 2. Conflict resolution. When a high-value woman faces conflict, she doesn't get defensive. She doesn't attack the other person. She asks, "How can I resolve this in a way that respects both of us?" Actionable tip: practice active listening. Let me make sure I understand. This is what you're saying. This helps de-escalate any tense conversation. When was the last time you handled an argument with grace, without losing your temper? Emotional intelligence is your superpower. Habit number 4. Curated circle. Surround yourself with like-minded people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. A high-value woman understands this truth and is intentional about who she lets into her circle. If you're not surrounded by people who challenge you to be better, you're doing yourself a disservice. Why it matters. High-value women are not afraid to cut ties with people who are not helping them grow. They understand the power of a supportive network, one that encourages and challenges them to be better, not just feel better. If you're surrounded by people who are negative, stagnant, or dismissive of your goals, how can you ever grow? You need a tribe that supports your growth. Find your circle of expanders. What this habit looks like: 1. Elevate your inner circle. High-value women deliberately surround themselves with people who expand their thinking, not just support their current state. They build relationships with people who can teach them, push them, and hold them accountable. Actionable tip: create a mentorship circle of women who inspire you. Make it a goal to reach out to a mentor at least once a month for advice and support. Build your inner circle to elevate your life. 2. Healthy relationships. High-value women are also intentional about the relationships they invest in, both professionally and personally. They choose to connect with people who are respectful, consistent, and reciprocal. Actionable tip: start assessing your current relationships. Are they adding value to your life? If not, consider having boundary-setting conversations or let go of relationships that drain you. Does your inner circle lift you up, or do they hold you back? Who's really in your corner? Habit number 5. Relentless learning and reinvention. Oprah's career is a masterclass in reinvention. From the talk show to books, business, and philanthropy, she never stopped learning. She embraced reinvention as part of her journey. This is a habit every high-value woman must adopt. Learning isn't just a hobby for high-value women, it's a lifestyle. They understand that growth is a constant process, and without it they risk falling behind. The moment you stop learning, you stop leading. A high-value woman doesn't shy away from growth. She seeks out new skills, new opportunities, and new perspectives. She's committed to evolving. What this habit looks like: 1. Daily learning. High-value women make time every day for learning. It might be reading a book, taking an online course, or learning from a mentor. They don't wait for the perfect time, they make time. Actionable tip: dedicate 30 minutes a day to something new, whether it's a podcast, an online course, or a skill you're passionate about mastering. This can be done during your commute or before bed. 2. Small, consistent steps. Instead of waiting for the big breakthrough, high-value women break down their goals into manageable chunks. They ship projects early, seek feedback, and constantly improve. Actionable tip: set quarterly learning goals. What is one skill you want to develop every 3 months? Make it a priority. When was the last time you invested in yourself? Growth doesn't just happen, it's created. Habit number 6. Confidence and assertiveness. A high-value woman doesn't wait for permission to show up. She owns her space and is assertive in her actions, decisions, and requests. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's knowing you belong. Why it matters: confidence unlocks doors. Assertiveness ensures they stay open. High-value women know that they deserve their success, their place at the table, and their respect. High-value women don't shrink to fit in. They expand to fill the space they've earned. They are unapologetically confident and assertive. They speak up when it matters, and they negotiate for what they deserve. What this habit looks like: 1. Owning your voice. High-value women speak with clarity and authority. They use assertive communication, which doesn't mean being aggressive, just being clear and concise. Actionable tip: practice speaking up in smaller settings before moving to larger arenas. Whether it's at work or in personal relationships, be clear about what you need and what you're offering. 2. Leading with confidence. High-value women don't wait for someone to choose them. They choose themselves first. They step into their power and own their success. Actionable tip: begin by celebrating small wins aloud. Give yourself credit for what you accomplish. When you own your success, others will too. Are you ready to stop waiting for permission to claim your space? Habit number 7. Gratitude and positivity as strategy. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it's a mindset. High-value women practice gratitude every day, and it's the secret to maintaining their positive energy and resilience. Why it matters: gratitude keeps you grounded even during the toughest times. Positivity attracts more opportunities, while gratitude keeps you focused on the good, not the obstacles. A high-value woman knows that gratitude is a choice. She chooses to be grateful for everything she has while working toward everything she wants. She understands that abundance flows when you focus on what's going right, not what's going wrong. What this habit looks like: 1. Daily gratitude practice. High-value women reflect daily on what they're grateful for. This habit doesn't just lift their mood, it increases their ability to attract more positive energy into their lives. Actionable tip: end your day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. This helps you reframe challenges into opportunities. 2. Service-oriented gratitude. It's not just about feeling grateful. It's about sharing that energy with others. High-value women use their success to uplift those around them. Actionable tip: take one small action each week to help someone else. Whether it's a compliment, a kind gesture, or a shared resource, service is a form of gratitude. Have you ever practiced gratitude with intention, or is it just something you say before bed? These 7 habits are the blueprint to becoming the high-value woman you were always meant to be. They are the foundation of confidence, wealth, success, and fulfillment. The question is, will you take action? Like this video if you're ready to own these habits, and comment below with which one you'll implement first. Subscribe for more content on leveling up your life, and let's make 2025 your best year yet. Subscribe for more tips on leveling up your life.